Derek and I are up here servicing some cameras, and I'm walking right through where there's normally a spring, and I'm looking for Bigfoot tracks. Check out the size of that moose. There's a giant moose track, and right there, that's Bigfoot shaped. That's Bigfoot shaped, but a lot of animals have stepped right in the middle of the Bigfoot shape.
Kind of like right here.
You see a Bigfoot shape up there also?
Well, I mean, it's
probably
a double step or something, but
it looked like it could be something with toes or claws. That might be a bear or a squatch.
Bear.
Put your foot by it.
Smaller.
Yeah, Derek's foot's probably over 9 inches long. So it's either a big bear or a small squatch.
11, about 11.
Looks almost clawish at the front.
Yeah. I was kind of looking to see what else was behind it.
I'm looking in front of it. That spring has not dried up. I'm gonna walk down to that other spring. There's still water in it. See if there's any tracks in that one. Or around it is what I mean.
Just to point out, it's in the same line and about 2 away on like the left. See? Come here. I don't know. I don't know. You see it on the side hill? Looks like something like a hill hit here.
And then the front pad.
And the front pad went down. About the same size.
It looks like it's
a little bit elongated, but it's on a hill.
About 12 inches in length.
See what I mean? And you don't know, but it's right along the exact same path. So if you ask whether or not
it's going in the direction past the dried up spring towards the one with more water. That still has water. I've never seen this one dry up. This one's pretty reliable. Looking for Bigfoot shaped prints. They gotta drink water too, I would guess. Just a guess. Alright, Derek and I are gonna head in and service those cameras. I believe there's 2 cameras nearby within about a half a mile of here. The 550 cord on this camera last time was broke or chewed through, so the camera was dangling funny, so we moved it a little ways from where it originally was at. Trying to recall where we left it. Just heard a wood knock. That direction. I'm going to keep the camera faced in the wood knock direction while I look for the game camera. I know it was like a triangle of 3 trees, and I put it down low on one of the 3 that were close to.
Well, that absolutely narrows it down quite a bit.
Narrows it down from 1 billion to like 500 million. You see it?
Yeah. It's right here.
Uh-huh. That camera is serviced, ready to go. If there's anything interesting at that camera, I'll put it at the end of this video. Yep, we like to see all the animals in places people claim to see Bigfoot, and we get those, we'll put them, and if we strike a home run, we'll put that on there too. That other camera, I believe, is this direction. Yep, we got one more. This one's easier to find. Of the camera?
No.
It looks exactly like the last camera. I think we're heading almost directly to it, to tell you the truth. I'm looking for a well-used game trail. The reason I put this camera here is because of the amount of game that use the trail in and out of the water source. And usually once I find that game trail, it's easy to find the camera. Yeah, I think we found the major game trail. This might be it. No?
Back behind these crates.
I don't think it's as close to the spring as we are.
Well, it starts getting quite a bit thicker the further we go back.
Well, Derek has found both cameras before me, which is a good thing. I was heading in the wrong direction looking for this one. For those of you that tell me to GPS them, we do. But we give it a little while before we turn on the GPS to find them.
We're going to catch something pretty good. You got a camera right there, and we got something that dug up right here, right in front of it. Something
Serious?
on at it or something. What does it look like? Either that or, I mean, I was looking for a big rock or something that might have been in there that, like say a moose or something just kicked or something.
No.
Stood on and, but
It looks, I see claw marks.
Yeah, it looks like something actually right here. Absolutely do.
Direct and strictly in front of the camera.
Right in front of the camera, so whatever it was, you should catch it. Unless it was dead.
Yeah, I think this had 50% life. Let's see what it has now. Oh, it's full on dead, I think.
Oh, man.
Let's see. Yeah, it's not even turning on. Okay, we'll service it. If there's anything on it, we'll show you. Serviced last camera in this area. We got 3 more we need to travel to, and unfortunately we probably catch that. Those batteries were no longer registering, so that's a pretty fresh dig mark.
Yeah.
And
but
those
you see the claws. You see the claws, and you're probably dead on a badger or something.
I've captured badgers.
About the size of one of their front
I've
paws.
also captured a bobcat right here too.
Right.
And you know, cats like to dig to poop and pee sometimes.
I ain't seen a cat there.
Okay, we're going to take you guys to our other 3 cameras that are about 10 miles deeper into the wilderness.
This looks like a good. Wow, there's a lot of thistles right here, man. can't really. This looks like a pretty good thoroughfare going right through here.
Okay, everybody tells me to GPS these spots, and I do, but sometimes the spot doesn't take correctly because look at the trees that we're surrounded by. Usually in trees, locations don't really get good satellite connects. So it throws you off a little bit, and then you have to be in a clearing to get a direction. So I've sometimes spent over 90 minutes using my handheld GPS trying to find cameras, because I have to keep going from clearing to clearing and see which way the GPS is spotted, because I enter the trees and I lose satellite connection and my GPS quits working. So, you know, all the technology that we have nowadays, make sure you bring a compass. Yeah, tell you what, because I've noticed that GPS doesn't work very well in the trees. This is the wash. A little ways away from here is where that Bigfoot was crawling before it stood up and walked off. So we like to keep a couple of cameras nearby. Look, somebody's survival blanket. Oh no, it's not, it's a balloon. I thought it was a survival blanket at first. That is a balloon that probably flew up from the valley.
Definitely possible.
It's a UFO.
There it is. There's 51 right there. It's a weather balloon, man.
Look, we're in the middle of nowhere and a balloon shows up. All right, and we have camera right here. And I can tell the batteries are still good. We'll show you what's on that at the end of this video. All right, 2 more cameras. Kind of gonna wander towards it and look for Bigfoot evidence. Last time I was up here, found mountain lion poo. Well, we actually captured a large bobcat on camera months before the poo, so it could have been a bobcat. There was a lot of deer hair in the fur. I mean, excuse me, there was deer hair in the poop. Hope you guys enjoy our Hellcat Springs Bigfoot camera study. That's what I named this study, locations. There's another camera. We'll service that and then it'll probably be 7-8 months before we get back to this camera, because it will be winter and it's usually the middle of July before we can get in here. While I'm servicing the camera, Derek's wandering around looking for tracks. Derek found what looks Bigfoot shaped.
14 and a half, almost 15 inches. And now
it's near our game camera, so we'll review that footage and see if we captured what left the track.
you're looking a little over 8 inches. So what caught me, and this was covered in grass. There was grass here what caught me is I felt it just with my foot. There's actually a ridge right here. You can see where it looks like a big toe. You can see the heel of it, or potentially suspect heel, here all the way up. And then you got a ridge of where it looks like it's a toe here, and there's a few other ridges that go around here. So I mean, visually you wouldn't have seen it, and there's other that potentially looks like it's the same thing, but we've actually had here, and it looks like it's interrupted the rest of it here too. But I mean, I hope that shows up on camera as well as it does with me just looking at it right here, because I mean, that's a good 1.75 inches up to my knuckle, up to that.
The toes?
Yeah, how
big
deep
toe?
how deep that is right there.
Yeah.
And the ridge right there, and then the rest of them right through here. That's what it looks like to me.
One more game camera nearby that we need to service, and we'll check on those and see if we caught whatever left the tracks.
Just trying to look for some type of evidence of it.
This long grass really...
Very deceiving. You have a hard time seeing anything in it.
Yeah, it's hard to leave an impression under tall grass.
And it's actually pretty, it shows wet there, but it's pretty solid.
All right,
Not leaving our prints.
Yeah, I'm not leaving a track. We got a camera within like 50 yards of that. So...
That would have been one of them traps. But it might even show up better if we actually cast that thing.
Yeah, I've casted stuff in the long grass like that. That's a pretty clear spot though, but that grass will break your casts sometimes. That is a clear spot though.
And it's pretty level.
Here is another camera. This one specializes in photos. We'll check that and see if there's anything cool on there. Derek's looking for footprints around the last camera that we're servicing. This one has less than 25% juice, and we probably won't be back for about 8 months because you just can't get back in here after it snows. So this is our service right before winter time. Batteries were dead, putting new batteries in that. Or almost dead, under 25%. Last camera serviced. Derek and I is gonna hike out of here, and then make sure you guys watch all the way to the end of the video because we'll put anything cool that's on here. Hope you guys enjoyed our research locations. Hate to call ourselves researchers, but we keep 5 game cameras in this Bigfoot sighting hotspot, so it's kind of hard not to call it a research area. Not to mention we've flown drones up here and have spent a lot of time camping looking for the creature. Keep on watching. This is the one that almost had dead batteries. I don't know what they're doing now.